Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are on Monday morning for our 7 minutes to ignite our week. And I'm outside, as you can hear. My birds are chirping, and I noticed on some of the shows when I went back and listened to them, you can hear the birds. And I love that I can bring you outside to my special spaces, because these are the things that ignite me, get me excited, help me love my life, and make every day special. And the birds are chirping and cheering on with what we have to say. It's time to start now, and a little bit of that chit-chat was for you to set the mood, for you to see how important it is for your environment to really please you, for you to feel comfortable and happy in, even when times are tough. And so today, actually, why I'm talking today about emotions and what stops us and what moves us forward is because one of you was gracious enough to ask me to talk on this topic. And that's what I want from you. If you could just either email me at claudia@claudiacooley.com. It's really easy. And you can put in the topic for June. It's possibilities, or no, it's imagination. So for June, well, actually possibility and imagination, why not? But you can put in imagination or 7 minutes, something like that, and just say, I would love to talk on or hit on the topic of, and that would help me serve you better. And it gives me ideas too. And if I can't talk on it, if it's not something that I'm equipped with, we won't be talking about it, and I'll let you know. But today we're talking about emotions and how sometimes they stop us and sometimes they move us forward. Or sometimes the things that stop us, if we work through them, will move us forward. Because sometimes I want to say this first, our emotions are powerful and they're important to honor. Good morning, everybody. I see you popping on from all the countries. Wow, that's awesome. But what is exciting for me is to know that emotions, I know I'm still croaky. Some of you are noticing that. Sorry, but we're getting better. I'm getting well. I just still sound croaky. So thanks for bearing with me. But our emotions are healthy. And when we get angry, sometimes there's something in there that needs to be dealt with, that if we keep that anger in reasonable control and we don't lash out at other people or ourselves, we can take that anger and use it. Don't stuff it down. The anger can sometimes be a healthy thing for you to get really connected with what you're passionate about, what's important to you, what you feel strongly about, and what you're willing to stand up and fight for. But just make sure we do it in an ethical. Another one, a good warning, and sometimes fear can really just drain us of everything. And that fear leads us to worry, or worry leads us to fear. I'm not sure how that works, but I'll tell you, I experience it myself too. So those are things, I don't want you to ignore them. I don't want you to feel badly that you experience these. I want you to take them and analyze them and assess them. What's the message? What's the gift in it? Let me get a little drink here. I think this will help. And what can turn that into the good feelings? What can turn that into being happy, peaceful, and having joy? I hope that this week, on Thursday, you'll catch my radio show, which is Rev Up for Success Radio. And you can get to it by going to my website, claudiacooley.com/radio-show. And I think you're going to find something on that show, because this is a special show. It's called Claudia Unplugged. And I'm sharing about how to keep your cup overflowing, even in tough times. So I'm really hoping that you will go and find that show. It comes on 11:30 on Thursday Pacific time. 5:30 is a bonus show. And then at 7 p.m. on YouTube, you actually see live. You see it. It's not just here. It's not just audio. So I hope you'll catch one of those shows, because I think it will really fill you up on what we're talking about today. So we want to move our emotions into things that are not draining us, not emptying us out, but that are filling us up. Sometimes, and this was, I really, for the person that shared this idea, concept with me to share today, I hope that you and I get to have a longer conversation. Because in our conversation, it was so quick, I really would love to know the depth of what you were looking for. So I'm hitting on the surface now, but I'm willing to dig in deeper and talk about it more, because I know we all deal with the same thing, the same emotions. They come and they affect us differently, but we all deal with these things. So, but I'm wanting for you, and I know you want this too, I want you to get to a place where you're happy, peaceful, and joyful. So your feelings and emotions are not trivial. Claim them as your important piece of who you are, and then listen to that message. They're signals to protect you and to drive you further toward what you're meant to be doing, your goals in life, your purpose. They're meant to do that and to bring out the fullness in your life so that you feel fulfilled and happy. So here's some ideas of what you can do. Spend time with other people. So let's say you're dealing with any of these: anger, fear, worry. Find somebody to talk to. Maybe you have a career decision. I've been dealing with recovering from this flu that's been going around. I'm in my 7th week now, but I'm better. But in that time, it pushed me into a place of being quiet, and then listening to my own mind, my own heart, and messages that I'm getting from God on what my next step is. And some of it was just making my life simpler, and we're going to hit on that. But the one thing too is, if we can get quiet with ourselves, a lot of times truth comes to us in that quiet space. Our own truth and what we really want, what we're really meant to do, is in that decision making. And then some of you are just like me. You don't want to stay in that quiet space too long, because you want to get out. You want some action. You want something happening. Well, when that something's happening, you want to be ready for it. So you want to make time to be with other people that you can have conversations with, that you trust, people of integrity, people that you know, love, and trust, and share what's on your mind, and see if we can't together, you, them, and me, all of us, can't together come up with solutions that take away fear, worry, and even anger. So another one is to make happiness a priority. I have a friend that's all about the happiness factor, and she puts on a lot of seminars on that. And this woman is a 3-time cancer survivor, and so she has quite a story. And she laughs through her life and enjoys it. But it's the happiness that makes us healthier. I've told you this before, but I'm going to say it again. The only way to exercise your liver is through laughter. So go find some ways to laugh. Maybe get a book on humor that tells jokes, or turn on some comedian, or watch a funny movie. One of my favorites is RV, with Robin Williams, who's no longer with us, but I laughed so hard in that movie. And that just changes your whole psychology. And your physiology too, by the way. And then get rid of self-limiting behaviors and ideas and thinking. Get rid of "I can't do that," or an idea comes to you that you think you get excited about, and "Oh, but I couldn't do that." Get rid of those self-limiting behaviors. If you don't feel equipped now, go get some education. Go get some training from somebody. Go to a workshop. Read a book. Go to a webinar. Learn in the area that you're passionate to create. Some of you I know that are on new career directions, and you are such students of that right now, so that you can become so equipped, because you're following your passion. And you got rid of your limiting behaviors. So don't let them creep back in. When that little guy comes up here and says you can't do that, I call him, he's always sitting on my shoulder. He tries to. And he says, "You can't do that. You're too old, you're too little, you're whatever." And I just say, "Go away, go away." I dust him right off my shoulder. And then make life simpler. And I was telling you earlier, that's exactly what I've come up with in this past few weeks, is make life simpler. So clean your calendar, do the things you're passionate about, do the things you love, determine what makes you smile, and then rev up for success. Ignite your success, ignite your week. And then don't forget to go check out my radio show. So see you all soon. Bye-bye.